All right, boys, today we're going to be showing you some of the easiest ways that you can make coins right now on FIFA 22. I got 3 different methods for you guys to use to help get your coin balance up. But before we jump into that, let's show you the easiest way for you guys to get coins. If you guys are looking for the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market, make sure to head over to utnice.com and use code CHIEF for 6% off at checkout. Now let's go ahead and jump right into this video. All right, boys, jumping into these methods, and as you can see, the first one here is going to be gold rare Real Madrid center backs. So in this filter, we got 3 cards we're going to be looking at: Nacho Fernandez, Eder Militao, and Alaba here. So first thing we want to do is find the price that these are currently selling at. Now, these aren't super expensive at the moment. No, they're not. So they're selling about 1,400 coins a piece here. Nacho Fernandez being the cheapest, selling for, yeah, 1,400. So selling for 1,400, I'm going to lose 70 coins on tax. So you're going to want to try to pick these cards up for about 1,200 coins or less here. Now, obviously, the cheaper you pick them up, the more profit per card you're going to make, but I want to make at least 100 coins profit per card after tax, which is why I'm trying to pick these up at 1,200 coins a piece. Now, where you can make a lot of your coins is not really sniping, it's going to be bidding, which would surprise a lot of people. But if we set our max bid price here to 1,200, you'll find that, like, especially late at night, you can get a lot of deals on like Alaba, Eder Militao, cards like that people just like don't really pay attention to their bids, and you can make some really good coins off them. And then, so while you're waiting on those bids, that's when you would go here and do your sniping. So then you're picking up cards from both bidding and sniping and making as many coins as possible. I'm surprised we haven't seen a card pop up here. Usually Nacho Fernandez pops up pretty consistently because he is just like a very, very common card on the game. But moving on to our next method here, as we get kicked out, we'll get back in here. We're going to go on to a special card trading method using these future stars cards. These have been really good because these cards they've always been above their discard price because of kind of the hype around them being required for SBCs and stuff. So since they're above their discard price, it's made them very, very good for sniping, bidding, everything like that, especially since there's quite a few cards that just like aren't very good and they stay cheap but not quite at their discard price. So jumping into this, if we take a look here, we'll go quality here and we'll set it to future stars. And obviously in this filter, you have every future stars. There's tons and tons of cheap cards: Nunez, Raspadori, Poro, Adams, Botman. There's so many cheap cards in this filter. And if we take a look at the price of them right now, Botman is currently the cheapest and he's selling for about 15K a piece here. Let's check 14,750. So 15K is going to be the price to sell the cheapest future stars you can find at. So selling for 15K, only going to lose 750 coins on tax. So you can literally just pick these up for 14K a piece and sell them. So again, you can do sniping or bidding here. What I like to do is, first things first, is go in and do my bidding first. Find as many cards as possible that I can bid on them for whatever price I want to bid on them on, and then I'll go and do my sniping while I'm kind of waiting for those cards to expire. So just kind of go through here, place whatever bids I got to place, and then we'll go and we'll do our sniping. And again, a lot of these cards are going to go for different prices, so when it does get down to the last minute or so, like for example, this Miranda and this Adams, I'm going to be able to bid more than 14K on, because I know Miranda's like 21. I don't exactly know Adams' price, but I know he's more than 15. He's up at like 26K right now, so I know I'm going to be able to bid more on those. And you can see we got cards coming in here still, like this Botman there that we can win for 14K. And a lot of people aren't going to be willing to go to 14K here, but we are going to be able to sell these for good coins here. So it's important to pay attention to these cards. But after we place all those bids, that's when you'd come over, kind of do your sniping and see if you can win cards like that. Now, I'd be interested to see the bids on those cards, where they end up, because we had a lot of cards coming in there. See if we win some of those, because it's a very active time in the market. I'd be shocked if we actually win those Botmans that easily. So we did win one of the Botmans already for 14K, which is not bad. I mean, it's not a ton. It's 250 coins after tax, but like, we take it. But I mean, you really are looking to hit those like big coin hits here. Like Tyler Adams here sells for about 27K. So I mean, I'd like to pick him up for nice and cheap here, maybe like a 23K or so. Okay, so let's see, selling at 27K. I want to pick him up 2,700 coins less than what he goes for. So, I mean, that's kind of 24,250 is kind of the highest I'd like to go on him. So we're going to leave that. And it looks like we are just going to stay getting these botmans for 14K, which at the end of the day isn't bad at all, especially since I see a card like this kind of rising out of packs because he's so cheap. He just can't really go that much cheaper than 15K for a card that's decent like this, especially you slap a shadow on him. I could easily see him being like an 18K card out of packs there. So Miranda, I know I don't want. Adams, those aren't good deals. So we'll go ahead and list these botmans up, and that will be that. But especially again, late at night on these cards, boys, pay attention to these bids because I mean, I'm in middle of the day. I wasn't expecting to get many cards, and we're getting quite a few deals here. So we will take that. Now, moving on to our last method very quickly here, one that you guys can use if you're on a very, very low budget is we're going to go gold, position center back, League La Liga, Club Athletic Club or Athletic Bilbao. So they have quite a few gold common center backs. They have Unai Nunez, they have Yeri, they have Inigo Martinez. So they have 3 gold common center backs. And taking a look at the price of these cards, these typically sell for like 700 coins a piece, and they are. So they sell 700 coins a piece, so we'd like to pick them up for 550 or less here. And typically, it's really not that difficult to pick them up for 550 or less. So gonna sit here and just gonna try to snipe these, bid on these, do whatever we can to pick these cards up for cheap. Again, this is if you're just on a low budget, something easy for you guys to try out to help get your coins up. But guys, that is going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next video.